Hello, YouTube. What's up? Ben Warning from the Lords of Limited podcast here, and you are watching a Pioneer Masters Best of 3 draft video from the Devotion bonus sheet. We're here prepping for the Arena Open, thanks to an absolute blizzard that happened in southern Indiana. I've had 3 days off school now. So our rare here is Progenitor Mimic. This is a busted card. We're going to reserve that. 4 green-blue, makes a copy every turn on the beginning of your upkeep of whatever creature it copied. So Snowball's really hard. Demands a removal spell the turn it comes down. Outside of that, there's an Illusory Angel, has the best uncommon. Wandering Fumarole is a cool combo with Crackdown Construct. You can go infinite with those things. So if I were spicy and not prepping here, we could take Fumarole, try to wheel the Construct, and dome some people out like that. There's Selesnya Guildgate. I think this would be my pick if Progenitor Mimic weren't in the pack, despite... I think the Gates deck is going to get worse with the Devotion bonus sheet, hopefully. I mean, that I think is the hope for everyone, that the format stops being Gates R Us format. But I've drafted, this is my 3rd draft of the bonus sheet, and I've done Gates once and like a 3 or 4 color deck the other time. So there are the cards running around, like Disciple of Phenax is the Devotion card here. But some of them aren't quite good enough, or you don't see them early enough, like you already have good cards across multiple colors. Just for me, the way I draft the format, it's so hard to get away from the multicolored stuff because I view it as an individually powered card format more than I view it as a synergy format. And so I oftentimes pick the best card of the pack for the first 5 or 6 picks, and then the way to put all those cards together is in some sort of a multicolored soupy deck. I think Jesse and Thief is the thing that goes along best with Progenitor Mimic here. There is no green. Rimrock Knight, we're not abandoning Progenitor Mimic for. And Starfield Nyx is cool. I've seen some absolutely broken stuff go on with this card, but I think with something as bomby as Progenitor Mimic already, we don't need to mess with that. We just want to draft a good deck. Okay, so we've got some options here. There is a Skylasher, 1 green for the 2/2 flash, can't be countered, reach, protection from blue. It's a great 2-drop. There's also Kiora's Follower. The other thing we could do is take Skylasher and try to wheel Kiora's Follower. This is green-blue, tap to untap another target permanent. You also can, funny enough, we have all the Crackdown Construct combos. So you can do Wandering Fumarole plus Crackdown Construct, as we saw in our opening pack, or you can have 2 Kiora's Followers plus Crackdown Construct, so we could try to cross that off the old bucket list. I'm leaning towards taking Skylasher, trying to wheel Kiora's Follower. So card from the Devotion bonus sheet in this pack is Frostburn Weird. I think this adding it to the format is cool for the blue-red decks specifically, but also just blue Devotion decks or red Devotion decks. This is just a very strong 2-drop if your mana base supports it. So one of the things about going into a focus 2-color deck is that you're going to get rewarded with cards like this late, whereas previously you would not have. I guess do I actually just take, nah. I'm going to take Skylasher. The upside to taking Frostburn Weird, I almost talked myself into it, was that we could be blue splash Progenitor Mimic. That's also an option, and then pick up the blue Devotion cards. The problem is the blue Devotion cards aren't that good, unless you get to higher rarity, stuff like Master of Waves, that sort of thing, which has been in the format the whole while long. This pack is atrocious, and there's already a gate missing, which is also not a good sign for us. Best card in the pack is Sin Collector, 1 white black for a 2/1. And when an ETB an opponent reveals their hand, you choose an instant sorcery card from it. That player exiles that card. For us, I don't know what we're going to do here. So I don't like Hero with what we've got. I don't particularly like Nemesis with what we've got, but maybe that's the pick. We also could take Heliod's Pilgrim in anticipation of that star card wheeling. Starfield of Nyx is the name of it, I think. The one that's the enchantment builder on. I think that's what I like the best. Sin Collector is just so far away from where we are. That was a really weird, deflating pack to see. Okay, what do we got here? Selesnya Guildgate that ties the rim together, sort of. Nessian Asp is just a strong card. Jesse and Thief really wants us to have spells. That's not going to happen a ton in blue-green. There's an Unflinching Courage here to go along with our Heliod's Pilgrim. There's an Ardenvale Tactician. The packs have been kind of weak, which is not great for us. I kind of want to take Selesnya Guildgate over Unflinching Courage, I think. We just haven't seen any, like, none of these cards are good. Like, could I take Unflinching Courage and move into green-white? Yes. Could I take Solemnity Vision? Sure. But I just think Guildgate offers the highest upside. Okay. So this is a pack. Guildgate missing again. So Gate's clearly not open. And I'm not taking Selesnya Guildgate here thinking that I'm Gates necessarily. It's more that we want to be able to play all of this stuff together, and maybe we end up white-blue splash Progenitor Mimic. No matter what, Progenitor Mimic is going to end up, I think, in our final deck. I think I can say that with a fair amount of confidence. So good pack here. Colony Ambush, Sin Collector, Selesnya Charm. I'm obsessed with Selesnya Charm in this format. I think it's a really good card. It's Possessed Scob as well. And just a lot of fine cards. I think Selesnya Charm is the best in the pack, and we're able to cast it. And maybe we're green-blue splashing a Selesnya Charm. Selesnya Charm is certainly a card I'm willing to go out of my way to put in my final deck. All right, I like seeing Skyrider Elf here. And maybe we don't splash the white at all. Maybe we just end up blue-green. We'll have to see. We'll get a lot of information when we see if Kiora's follower wheels or not. Unfortunately, that pack wasn't super strong. Continuing to pass red nonsense here in Monastery Swiftspear, Dragon Mantle. The way I value cards in the format, it's really tough for me to get into that deck because so frequently I'm starting with a powerful card like Progenitor Mimic, and the rest of our pile here not so powerful, but you know, what are you gonna do? Take a Skyrider Elf. Ooh, could have done that Blue Devotion Life with if we had taken the Frostburn Weird. So that's definitely a turning point in the draft, not taking Frostburn Weird instead of Skylasher. I do still think we're going to take Tidebinder Mage here. It's not crazy to think that we could go heavy blue, splash green. I like Voyaging Satyr, but not enough to take here. We're not doing a very good job ramping anything. So Tidebinder Mage, welcome to the team. If nothing else, this will be a strong sideboard card because we're in best of 3. Love seeing Illusory Angel on the wheel. It's not like our opening pack was bonkers or anything. Somebody took the Wandering Fumarole, is going to wheel that Crackdown Construct. We do need to, if we're going to play the Illusory Angel, make a conscious effort to keep our curve lower. I'm going to take Scob here over Unravel the Ether. This is a fine sideboard card. I assume we will get other shots at it, but with the thought that we might be heavy blue splashing green, and if that's the case, we can't really afford to waste too many picks. All right, we did wheel Kiora's follower. That is Nutter Butters. Okay, I think straight blue-green is not generally where you want to be in the format, but I mean, this is a good card to wheel. Nessian Asp, that sort of stuff. And base blue-green also opens it up to where if we open a Gates payoff or whatever, we can start taking Gates and get into Gates still from here and have a really solid blue-green base. The one card we are currently drastically underutilizing is Jessian Thief. This just isn't quite getting there because we don't have spells to back it up, but we'll see. The draft is young. I'm going to take a Top Crop Skirmisher here and ship along Sin Collector. The way our base is looking, there's no world where Sin Collector ever makes my deck, I don't think. Solemnity Vision or Rapid Hybridization. So we're seeing the blue is quite open. I think I want Solemnity Vision as an MDFC more than I want a Rapid Hybridization. Things would have to be desperate before I wanted to bring in that card. And I assume if it's going that late, if other copies are open, we'll have another chance at it. Aqua's Form could hit hard in blue-green. All right, beautiful. Selesnya Guildgate coming in clutch. So there's also a Gates Ablaze. This is the kind of thing I was talking about. I've done Gates several ways this way also, where you draft a streamlined 2-color pair that's touching green in pack 1. You open a Gates Ablaze or something in pack 2, and the Gates cards were clearly cut from the right, but sometimes one pack of Gates payoffs is enough to get you, and then you can get the Gates going packs 2 and 3 because the person who cut them in pack 1 doesn't need more Gates. So I've done that a lot. If Dromoka weren't here, you better believe we would be taking this Gates Ablaze and moving into Gates. As it is, I think it's more likely that we're just kind of bant good cards. One thing we need to be on the lookout for, though, is removal, if that's going to be the case. So Dromoka here. Super Bomb, 6 mana, 5/7 flying lifelink, can't be countered, and your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So let's take that. If that weren't here, it'd be Gates Ablaze. If neither one of those were there, stuff would be dire. We would be sad boys and girls. Ooh, Hornet's Nest Gates Ablaze is one of my favorite things to do in this format. Super fun combo. I think We're still going to take Hornet's Nest here. Our deck's looking like it wants to play for the late game, and Hornet's Nest does a great job of slowing down all the red-based aggro decks running around in the format. It's also a great card with stuff like Savage Punch if your opponent has big beefers. And I frequently have fight cards in my green decks, thanks to Gnarlback Rhino. You can force Hornet Nest to fight one of their creatures if they're trying to hold them back, make 6 Hornets. So I think this card has a lot of potential. Also really like Gust of Wind, but we only have the 1 flyer in Illusory Angel. I guess, no, this doesn't fly, does it? I always think this should make flying tokens because the art has wings, but it does not do that. We do Dromoka. I guess we have Skyrider Elf, but I think Hornet's Nest is enough better than Gust of Wind. Mostly want to shout out Gust of Wind is insane if you have flyers in your deck. Tasigur, also great. No need to stretch our mana that far here if we're going to have Hornet's Nest. All right, this is interesting. So not a great pack here, but good for us, I think. Like we'd like Consider, we'd like Skyrider Elf, and we'd like Evolving Wilds. The last Skyrider Elf wheeled. The problem is this pack is so mopey that I don't know if this one will. So I'd really like to take Evolving Wilds to lock up our white splash for Dragonlord Dromoka. And then wheel this Skyrider Elf. Is that too greedy? I don't think so. We have a pretty reasonable curve already in blue-green. A lot of hard-to-cast stuff with blue-green, blue-green, blue-blue. And not that you want to run Tidebinder Mage out on 2. It's more of a double spell card later, but I think I'm going to take Evolving Wilds. Maybe that's terrible. Maybe I should take Skyrider Elf. I'm going to take Skyrider Elf. We'll pick up some more gates. It'll be fine. I think it's just a disaster if that Skyrider Elf doesn't wheel. Because now we're looking like we want to be blue-green beatdown, tempo-y kind of stuff. Gift of Orzhova, the devotion card in the pack. This is going to tilt me when I lose to this card. It's very powerful. It's a good card. You just have to, like, it just folds to interaction. But unfortunately, we are not packing interaction yet. I think we're going to try to rectify that by taking Unravel the Ether here. And moving on with our lives. Ooh, I'm the person holding up the draft. Let's move this along here. Yeah, we're going to take Unravel the Ether for the board and be a little sad about that pack. We are not going to be sad about this pack. So Urban Evolution and Kyora's Follower. We're going to take Kyora's Follower here and then hope to wheel one of these 2 5-drops, which I don't think is crazy to hope for. And now we might actually, depending on how many Kyora's Followers we pick up, we might be in for a Miser's Crackdown construct. All right, there's a lot here. I think we're going to take a Gruul Guildgate to power up these Skyrider Elves and leave us out to just, like, whatever, throw a Gatebreaker Ram in our deck with 5 gates or something like that, you know, if we get lucky in pack 3. I do like a Gruul Guildgate. And again, if we wheel any of those cards, awesome. All right, I think now we get to take Pilgrim's Eye for the white splash. I don't think we're particularly great in Ilea's Disciple deck, and I do love a Leaf Crown Dryad, but I don't feel like we particularly need it here, and I do want to hit land drops to make it to my 2 6-drop bombs. Also really in the market for Pulse of Marasa. Okay, so there's Archaeomancer. We have no good instants and sorceries, so ruling that out. I don't love any of these cards. We could take a Nessian Asp, I guess. The problem is I think we're going to wheel some Nessian Asp. Maybe I just want Jawari Disruption as some interaction in a way to make our deck a little more spell dense. I mean, this is encouraging for blue-green as a thing, but I think we're going to take Jawari Disruption here. Really need fight cards. Like, really, really, really. Phlogy Archaeologist to the board. This is a terrible Phlogy Archaeologist deck. I'm predisposed to be prejudiced against that card, but it is actually bad here. Okay, is it Guildgate? Nice for the 2 Skyrider Elves. And again, future Gatebreaker Rams, whatnot. And also the Skyrider Elves. This is a little discouraging here. We'll cut, doesn't matter, cut an Ash Zealot. Take a Nemesis Immortals as a Fatty Boom Boom. Not wheeling that Consider is a bummer. I think that was the pack with the Consider. All right, so what do we need from here? We're doing great in the creature department. We need interaction. Interaction, gates. All right, there's that Nessian Asp we thought was going to come back. I don't think we want a double off-color gate here. This deck is Clunk Central. We could also use some the green card that gives +2/+7 trample. Can't think of the name of it right now. Excuse me. All right, another Nessian Asp is nice. Or even a Rogue's Passage if our mana is good enough. Okay. This is interesting. I think we take a Gnawback Rhino. Oh, Savage Punch was the other card that we didn't wheel. That's a bummer. I think we take a Gnawback Rhino here. Kiora's Follower, turn 2ing a Gnawback Rhino is pretty big game. I would like this Golgari Guildgate just as a way to power up where is it at? As a way to power up the Skyrider Elves. And also Courier's Briefcase, if we get that, you know, having a chance to Mize, cracking that would be cool, but Gnawback Rhino I think is too good here. Other stuff in the pack, there's a Tomebound Lich, but generally a fairly mopey pack, I think. Draconic Roar, that sort of thing, if you're into the red aggro life. Format All-Star, Akroan Crusader. All right, Clear Shot is perfect. Yeah, we desperately needed this Clear Shot, and this is the kind of deck that uses it super well. Skyrider Elf potentially on the wheel as well, or a Briefcase. Like any of these 4 cards, wheeling would be outstanding for us. So we would need somebody to take like Scytheclaw, Raptor, Dreadhound, Winged Steed Rider, Consider, like those 4. It's not crazy. It's not super likely. I think the most likely one is Skyrider Elf to come back. There's not been like absurd stuff wheeling in this pod, you know? Oof. This pack is a bummer. So there's a P&K here, which is insane. 4 mana 2/2, make 2 1/1 Thopters. You can sack an artifact to deal 2 damage to any target. Very sad that we can't pick that, but we cannot crush our mana that much. So there's Sight Beyond Sight and Selene Vision and Azorius Guildgate. I think we're going to take the Azorius Guildgate here again to help out with the Selesnya Charm splash, because solidifying our white splash lets us keep Selesnya Charm in the deck also, which is another piece of interaction, which we are sorely lacking. We also, in Magical Christmas Land, might wheel the Sajiri Shelter and be able to splash that. So that's nice. Let's keep the Guildgates all out in the deck here. Okay. This is interesting. We got options. So there's Archway Angel, there's District Guide, there's Skyrider Elf, there's Selesnya Guildgate. We have 18 playables at the moment that we are happy running, I think. I mean, the Jessian Thief and the Ingenious Scob are lacking a bit. I honestly think we might need and want Colony Ambush here. We've got to have ways to interact with our opponent's stuff. And that is one of the problems with drafting blue-green for sure. And then we leave ourselves outs again to wheel 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Cruelty will definitely go. Painful Truths will definitely go. Ooh, do we populate? Token. Copy of a creature token. We have no creature tokens. Well, we could populate some Hornets, but if Hornet's Nest has popped off, we're in good shape, and if Progenitor Mimic has popped off, we're in good shape. So there's Battlegate Recovery, which I like. There's Honored Hydra. There's Selesnya Charm. I really like Selesnya Charm. Getting a second copy in is a lot harder on our mana. I kind of think I just want another big beefy 6-drop finisher to ramp towards. This Illusory Angel also looking pretty suspect here. I don't know. That was a tough pick. All right. This is great for us. We definitely want a Seed Guardian here. We just want to lock things up, come up the ground, and win with our bigger cards. We also have a fairly high creature count. Yeah, way too high of a creature count, actually. And then there's another Selesnya Charm we might wheel here. I think I am into that. Or do I just want a Selesnya Charm? We've got our mana's hard, and we don't have that great of mana. I think we take Seed Guardian here and hope one of those 2 Selesnya Charm wheels. All right, Gnawback Rhino's Knight. That makes me feel great about the Colony Ambush pick. Could also try to splash a Follow the Hammer, but again, just gets a little dicey. There's some fixing we might wheel, but we don't know if it's going to wheel, and Gnawback Rhino's just going to always be a great card, especially when we can turn 2 it off Kiora's Followers. None of this is good. I'll take an Unravel the Ether here. We don't have anything we want to bring back enchantment-wise, right? Or search up? No. I don't think we have enough gates for Opal Lake Gatekeepers to be of interest. I do like Nimbus Naiad. That's better than something like Ingenious Scob. That's an upgrade for us. Putting that on a Nessian Asp or something. All right. Evolving Wilds and Skyrider Elf on the wheel. I think if we're only splashing, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, plus a plains is 4. I don't think we need this Evolving Wilds. So I'm going to take Skyrider Elf. Selene Vision, sure. Selesnya Guildgate, nice. Okay. Love that. It's one of the best pickups we could have had. Surprised Painful Truce is still there. Nightly Valor to the board. Okay. I mean, I don't think this deck is amazing or anything, but these are pretty consistently going to be 3/3s for 3 or 2/2s for 2, both of which are good. The thing we are missing is interaction. I wish we had 2 Savage Punches or something, and if we met that requirement, I would feel a lot better about the deck. I think we want the Scob out. 20 creatures. Yeah, that's exactly where you want your Pioneer Masters drafts to be, folks. Are there any other non-creature cards we want to play? Like we could main an Unravel the Ether. Gust of Wind is honestly the card we're missing too. Gust of Wind would have gone a long way here. Really good with the Skyrider Elves. All right, so this is 23. Is there anything we want to change? I think all these cards are fine. The question also is, do we want to run something like 18 land? We don't have any card draw, though, really. Selene Vision seems horrible. Other than that it digs us desperately towards our few removal spells that we do have. Aqueous Form? I don't hate. I don't need to craft those. Thank you, Arena. But again, maybe that's a sideboard card if we feel like we're against a removal light opponent that's running a lot of Death Touchers or something. So I think this is the deck. I don't think we want to main Unravel the Ether. We'll side it in when we know it's good. So let's get Jawari Disruption in. Some lands. Add basic lands. Suggest. 1 plains. So this, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. Oh, we have, so this is what I want. This is 16 land plus 2 MDFCs. Yeah, that's more what I was thinking where we should be. And these are both fine castable MDFCs also. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're 10, 9, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white. I think our mana's pretty excellent. Well, the Selesnya Charm's a little dicey. Hopefully we can hit that timely. So let's take a snip of the deck here. Don't mind my terrible vintage cube deck. And we'll be off to the rounds. All right, we're here for round 1, and we won the die roll, so we will, in fact, play first. And we've got the Curious Follower and an Drawback Rhino on the play is a good start. So let's keep this. We're going to lead on Azorius Guildgate, and then maybe also following that up with a large Skyrider Elf, a 3/3 flyer. Ooh, or we're just going to play back-to-back Gnawback Rhinos. That's cool, too. Please don't kill my Curious Follower. Pretty please. No. Well, that's sad. So now we play Jawari Disruption and play a Skyrider Elf for X equals 2 to guarantee... Whoa, oops, that's a lie. For X equals 0 to guarantee... You can tell how many Skyrider Elves I've cast this format for blue-green. Lots. Usually I'm casting them to where they're 5/5, so that was a first for me there, running that out on 2 mana. Okay, like that. Let's smash. Hopefully they don't have an Essence Scatter here. If they do, it's going to be annoying. If we're against Grixis control, this is one of our tougher matchups. Like, Essence Scatter just crushes us here. Yeah, that's too bad. We had a really... Oh, okay. We had a really explosive start if they hadn't had the Devour Flesh for our Curious Follower. Also annoying that Devour Flesh is a good card against us, because that is generally an atrocious Magic the Gathering card. What did they do with their Consider? This is where I need Twitch chat. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so let's play Selesnya Guildgate, Bash. Enchanting up one of these Gnarlback Rhinos with Nimbus Naiad next turn is going to be good. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell again. They didn't have it last time. They found it? Oh, they didn't find it. Okay, love to see this. Love to see this. And they're only at 2 gates, so they can't go Gates Ablaze. So I like our chances here quite a bit. Hopefully they tap out for something now, so that we can go for Nimbus Naiad a little safer. Oh my god. Okay. Beats. Still think we go for Nimbus Naiad here. While the going's good. There's a 2-turn clock in the air, and it gets it out of range of Ob Nixilis' cruelty, more importantly. Do not like this matchup for us, though. Do not like it one bit. Although we are super threat dense. That's one of the weird things about this format. Like, Grixis Control should beat dumb creatures 10 out of 10 times, but somehow they managed to make this format to where... Wow, we did win. They managed to make this format to where the green chonky donkers are just... They just hit hard enough that if you don't have answer, like, answer, like, you really can't afford to let something hit you across multiple turns. Now, granted, they missed on the Essence Scatters there. I guess we lose that game super badly if they have any Essence Scatters. So Devour Flesh, far and away, are the relevant cards we've seen. Does that change anything for me? It definitely makes me not want Aqueous Form. I kind of want Tawkrop Skirmisher to make their stupid Devour Flesh worse, but is that just bad, putting a bad card in my deck to try to get them? It's probably bad. So I think we're just running it back. We saw no artifacts, enchantments. Yeah, no sideboard. All right, well, this is a keep. We need to draw some lands on the draw here, but if we draw some lands, specifically including a forest, like the curve of Elf, Hornet Nest, Gnawback, like we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just need the lands. We've got 18 land in the deck plus Pilgrim's Eye. 16, I guess, after having 2 in our opening hand. I'd like to see that. So we've just got to run out Skyrider Elf here, though. X equals 0, confirm. Okay. Pleasantly surprised. Every time I just tense up thinking I'm going to get Essence Scattered, and then it's just Consider. My opponent can consider countering my things all they want, as long as they don't actually counter them. Pilgrim's Eye, you got it. Hornet's Nest also does not look at its best against them. Maybe I should have sided out Hornet's Nest. That seems a little suspect, though. Beats. Ooh. That's not good. That we're going to lose to. This is 5 power? Yeah. And we drew a tap land. Most unfortunate for the home team here. Maybe they'll play around a counter. Should I go into full control mode? I won't subject you all to that, don't worry. Love this. I mean, if something's going to get firecrafted, I would like it to be that. I mean, I guess I would actually prefer for it to be Hornet's Nest, but we can dream. All right, they've got Essence Scatter mana up again. We're just jamming into it. We've still not seen it from them. I assume they are in there. There we go. All right, we're super dead this game, I think. I don't know. Maybe if they have no removal for Nessian Asp, but this is what I was talking about with the matchup. This is the way the matchup should go. I do think, given what I've seen here, we're going to side out Hornet's Nest for the Top-Crop Skirmisher. Interesting. I can't jam Nessian Asp into 5 open mana, I don't think. Because this Nessian Asp living is one of the ways we win this game. So I think we play Gnarlback Rhino. They use their Essence Scatter or kill it or whatever, yeah. We really got to try to run them out of removal before we play Nessian Asp. And that was probably the one last turn we had to mess around. Yeah. So impressed with all your birds. And they might be going wide enough with birds now. But if for some reason they are out of removal and we can play Nessian Asp into Progenitor Mimic, that might be enough to stabilize us. Ooh, okay. I don't think that's good enough here. I think we got to go for this and then hope to double spell on a turn. Please don't kill it. No far and away. Oh, we're getting far and away. That's sad. All right, I don't think it's possible for us to come back now, but we'll see what we draw since this is a video. Were I on Arena, I would have just conceded. Oh, are we just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Yeah, their deck's great. Their deck is great. Let's get this Hornet's Nest out of here. Let's get this Top-Crop Skirmisher in. And I think that's our only swap. Still don't want Unravel the Ether. Yep, don't want any of these other cards. All right, let's run it back and let's curve out and beat down. Also kind of a bummer that our Tidebinder Mage isn't any good, but I don't think we have a better substitute for that. I guess we could have put in Nemesis Immortals. Oh, I still have this Angel here too that's not very good either, huh? Ooh. Now we got some flaws with this deck. I mean, we're not mulliganing this hand. Hopefully they don't have Devour Flesh for our Skylasher. That would be depressing. Mulligan. Mulligan. Do it. Do it. I shouldn't be rooting for that on a draft video, should I? I mean, I'm a great human being that never roots for my opponents to mulligan. That whispering you heard, that wasn't me. They're thinking... Maybe since I apologized about rooting for it, it'll actually happen and I can still feel like a good person. Ooh, those are some cool sleeves. Is that Venom? What is happening here? They kept? No justice. This is Flash, right? Can't be countered. Maybe they'll try to counter it with an Essence Scatter. That would also be awesome. So we'll go Skylasher. Also, if they counter... Okay, great. No blue. Love that. Please no Devour Flesh. One time. One time. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, they have it. Dang it. Oh, Wild Slash? That I'll take. So now we go get a green. And hopefully our Parade of Big Dumb Idiots is enough here. We have Devour Flesh protection also, which is pretty nice. Oh, are they stuck on lands? Wow. Okay, I like our chances now. They have another Devour Flesh? I mean, it is good against me, so if they had other copies, they'd definitely be justified in siding them in. Smash. Ooh, this is going to be a short game. I mean, hate this is the way that it's going down, but glad to get the dub for the draft video here. Because I think this was a matchup that we could have easily lost. All right, we're here for round 2. And we've got to decide whether to keep or mull. We've got a great hand. We are going to keep. Opponent mulliganed, it looked like, so bummer for them. I didn't root for it this time, though, just for the record. We're going to lead on Selesnya Guildgate here. And like a mildly interesting choice of whether we run out Skyrider Elf or not. I kind of don't want to here. We're going to be able to play it for the full 4. And we can hold up Jwari Disruption in the meantime to counter whatever our opponent's 3-drop is. Yeah, I love this for the home team. I guess we're not going to be able to run it out for the full 4, huh? So do I just play it now? I could go Skyrider Elf Tapland. That seems bad, though. Let's just go Pilgrim's Eye and slow our roll a bit here and get Forest. Action. I would like to take action. Oh, no. Hate this. Do I give him a Gruul Guildgate? Yeah, I think we give him the choice of one of the 2 lands, right? And they probably take the gate, and then maybe we can play Elf for 3. I think we're fine either way. Oh, what a card. Joke's on you. We didn't need that anyway. All right, X equals 1. Now that we know how to cast our Skyrider Elves for less than 5. Need to hit a land here. Nessian Asp. That is annoying. I can't really do anything about it at the moment, though. I think I just play my own. And then if we get a chance to clear shot there is great. It's just 2 mana inefficient to not play Nessian Asp there, I think. Ooh, okay, that's fine. Are they going to attack me? District Guide and then out of steam. Disciple of Fenax in your 5-color deck is a bit suspect, but what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Maybe they're base green-black. They do look base green-black. I take it back. I take back my comment. Yep. No blocks. Land? Land is great. Okay, now we go Honored Hydra, and we're just absolutely crushing. Pray they don't have removal for this Honored Hydra, but if they don't, and it's got to be off the top, right? They're empty-handed. So chances are good that we stick this Honored Hydra. Or I'm the unluckiest person on the planet. That's fine, too. What do we got? What do we got? Quit mousing over my stuff. Quit mousing. Stop touching everything. So much suspense. What's going to happen? I really don't want my Honored Hydra to die. Hello? They're thinking. No chance am I blocking here. Love this for the home team. Now we get a Selesnya Charm that. And hold up Clear Shot. I don't have any reason to want to hold lands, right? Uno Memento. No reason to want to hold lands. Other than, I guess, future Disciple of Fenax type cards, but... let's get this out of here while the getting's good. And slam for 10, I think. Now we still have, even if they deal with Honored Hydra, we still have lethal in the air with Clear Shot. Sure. Okay. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Slam jam, thank you, ma'am. Yep. Oh, okay. Boom. Get you dead. Dictate of Heliod. Gotta watch out for that. Is that enough to want to bring in Unravel the Ether? It's the only enchantment we saw. Is that true? We have so many mopey cards. I think it is true. Tidebinder Mage actually looks good against them. So maybe we cut this awkward Illusory Angel. I think I like that. I think we've been pretty fortunate to not draw that and have it stranded in our hand. And the rest of this I am into. Yeah, let's run it back. Also, Nemesis Immortal's not crazy if we're just in the battle of the big dumb things, although they have this Death Toucher and this Dreadbore. That makes me less jazzed about that. Did get lucky, though, to have Selesnya Charm after they monstrous their Nessian Asp. Maybe this is the Aqueous form matchup? I don't know if I'm going that far yet. We'll see. See how game 3 goes. I feel like we had slightly better card quality than them. Kind of hate this hand, but we have to keep. Uh-oh. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, though. Angel would still be uncastable here. Hopefully they just can't beat Hornet's Nest. That would be nice. I guess they have Dreadbore. Alright, if we're going to draw action, I'm glad it's that type of action. Don't think there's any reason for us to not attack here. If they want to use like the destroy a tapped creature removal spell on that, they can go nuts. Hello. I don't think there's a flash thing now that there wasn't last time. 3/3 flyer, let's go. Maybe they're just color hosed? Goreclaw, sure. That could open things up here quite a bit for them. Let's go like this. I almost want to attack with Curious Follower, but that seems a little irresponsible. I don't really think they're in a position where they can block, but hopefully they can't just dump their whole hand here. But this could go poorly. Could go poorly for sure. They could also have things like Clear Shot or Savage Punch that crush our Nessian Asp. Yeah. Okay, deal. Okay. That was big. So now I can monstrous my Nessian Asp. I think that's what I need to do here. Wait, I guess I just don't even activate, huh? Or do I want to put him to 5? No, I don't want to activate, I don't think. Is this an instant? Okay. Yeah, let's go like this. And I think play another Nessian Asp. And just go wide. Hopefully they play something we can unravel the ether on. That would be nice. That is not it. That card's insane against me. Oh my god. Ethan, this card's great. This card's been great every time I've seen it hit the battlefield. Ethan was like, I don't know if Keepsake Gorgon holds up. Keepsake Gorgon holds up. Keepsake Gorgon holds up. Skylasher, that's not good enough. Okay, so what happens if I swing out here? I have to monstrous the thing. But if they go land Keepsake Gorgon, this is an Asp, not a Gorgon. This is a Snake. They're like cousins, basically, right? I feel like that should be a flavor fail. I don't think Keepsake Gorgon should be able to kill Nessian Asp. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? If I swing out, I can't swing out. If I go like this, I think the only attack I have is one Nessian Asp, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, this is fine. At least we get a trade like this instead of it 2-for-1ing us. That was a rough use of a turn, though. Rough use of a turn. If they can rebuy that, poof, lights out. Like Pulse of Marasa or something. Would really like them to play an artifact or an enchantment. Turns out Illusory Angel would still, I guess, not be that much different than Unraveled Ether here because it just gets blanked by Nessian Asp. But we need his interaction, and our deck has like 3 pieces of it, which is not ideal. Another Nessian Asp. All right, I do think it's time for Format All-Star Aqueous form. Wish I'd cited that in. If I'd cited that in instead of Unraveled Ether, whew, game over. All right, let's go like this. Play a Pilgrim's Eye. Action. I guess we hold that against Disciple of Phoenix. Don't like our chances here, though. Yeah, this is Aqueous form coming in. Oh, stat. That should blow this game open. I forgot we had that card in our deck. What do we want to make copies of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, if they want to Disciple of Phoenix, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe I do hold it because we need Unravel the Ether to beat whatchamacallit. Oh, as a copy of anything on the battlefield. I don't want infinite legendaries. Do we want infinite 5/5s or do we want infinite 8/9s? I think we want infinite. Five fives? I think we want infinite 5/5s. Is that right? Seems right. Okay. Please don't mess with my Progenitor Mimic. Oh, baby, this is game. Okay, they must be color hose then or something. I think we keep holding these to play around Disciple of Phoenixes. We just say go here. No attacks. We'll turn our Nessian Asp into an 8/9. They're going to do the same, it looks like. Maybe I should have copied Nessian Asp. Because if it goes unchecked, we win no matter what. And if it doesn't go unchecked, we would rather have some 8/9s than some 5/5s. Ugh, that's annoying. They have no artifacts or enchantments, right? Okay. The jig is up. You know what's going on upstairs. So now we're just running out Skylasher. Oh, wait, I forgot I was going to Monstrous Nessian Asp. Whoops. Hello? Can we swing out yet? Probably not yet. Let's go one more turn. Aqueous form, who knew? So let's see, they have 5 blockers, they go boom, 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 boom. We still don't quite kill them necessarily, especially if they have instant speed removal. Holy business, well, let's see if they've got any instants to play. They do, but we still beat that, right? Resolves. Resolves. So now they can't cast spells. So they have 5 blockers on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers, and we get in for 9. Yeah. Can't cast spells during my turn. So 5, -5, -5, -5, -4, -3. And we still get in for 3, 6, 9, 11. Nothing's got lifelink. Boom. All right, to the finals. We didn't even need Aqueous Form. All right, we're here for round 3, and we have a fine hand on the draw. I mean, we need to draw some lands again, but we're not mulling hands that just need lands that have good 2-drops, so let's keep. And maybe we can even go 2-drop into 3-drop if we draw a forest. Opponent mulliganed. This is the world rewarding me for apologizing for rooting for my opponent to mulligan in round 1. I just like it to be noted. And we even drew the forest we talked about. I think it's factual. I'm a good person. This is interesting. So we could play a turn 2 Skyrider Elf into a turn 3 Skyrider Elf into Guaranteed Nullback Rhino, or so we could go 2/2, 2/2, 4/4, or we could go 3/3, 4/4, 3/3. Against their start mulliganing, I think I just want to play things and trade off. A deck that's running McKindy Slide Runner, I assume we have better late game than. Plus, getting things in the yard also powers up our Seed Guardian a bit. Like that. Nivix Cyclops, sure. That's scary. Another 2/2. I don't know why Arena's lagging. That's really weird. I thought my computer froze for a second there. Okay. We're going to get hit for 4 here. And then if given the opportunity, again, I'm going to trade Gnarlback Rhino for that Nivix Cyclops all day. No blocks. I'm not quite worried about my life total where I'm going to chump yet, but not out of consideration. This card hits in a hurry. Ooh. Interesting. Kind of just want to play that. And I just might not be able to beat that card. I mean, Gust of Wind does it. Like, the blue bounce does it, but otherwise, they're going to have a heck of a time against a Hornet's Nest. It would be hilarious if they just conceded. That's really what I want. For maximum video entertainment, maximum content, we just need them to concede right now to Hornet's Nest. Not that lucky. All right, what do we do now? Gnarlback Rhino or Seed Guardian? Kind of want to play Seed Guardian and Bash. It's a little aggressive, but if they remove the Seed Guardian, we get hit for 1. That's not the end of the world, I don't think. Mostly what we got to watch out for is bounce. Bounce on the Hornet's Nest is really bad for us. Maybe we should have played Gnarlback Rhino for that reason. I'm just assuming that Hornet's Nest can hold the fort down here. Are they going to do it to the Hornet's Nest? Oh, the Skyrider Elf, sure. Hornet's Nest continuing to crush savagely. Yeah, I think I just play Gnarlback Rhino here. I'm going to hold Jawari Disruption because next turn, well, Honored Hydra is so good against them. Yeah, we just have enough to win the game here. We don't need to try to stick Jawari Disruption. Just guaranteeing Honored Hydra next turn makes it to where we can turn the tempo around and start beating down. And if they hold up Essence Scatter mana, it kind of makes me want to go for, maybe we just go for Nessie and Asp. So we don't want to get this exiled is what we don't want to happen. All right, love that. I don't really want to offer to trade that here. We're winning the longer game, I think. Unless they Wandering Fumarole Crackdown Construct combo us, that'd be sick. Keranos, what does that do when you... Oh, well now we got to end the game in a hurry here. Reveal the first card you draw on each of your turns. What? Oh yeah, this card is dumb. Okay. 6/5 God, huh? All right, let's go. Really wish I'd played Honored Hydra last turn. Let's go Bestow here. Smash. What do you have for 0 mana? Why are they getting priority? That's weird. Are they playing in full control? What a monster. Oh no, it's Wandering Fumarole? No. And maybe I should have forced them to trade stuff off. Maybe I should have slammed with Nessie and Asp also. They would have just chumped with this. Yeah, no, that's online. But it doesn't really matter that that's online, right? I don't think. Because it's not like it can pressure us thanks to Hornet's Nest. Hornet's Nest doing a number on them. Definitely bringing in our shuffle away enchantment cards. Still like our spot here quite a bit. Unless they find bounce. Illusory Angel. So we can Gnarlback Rhino plus Illusory Angel. That's probably better here. Okay. What just happened? Did they just lightning bolt themselves? Or did they just draw a second card? Okay. What else you got? So I'm definitely attacking with the flyers. I don't think I'm attacking with the Nessian Asp. They're a ways away from that turning off. Okay. Every spell making them 2 flyers. Their deck is good. Again, we're going to struggle with lack of removal this matchup. 2, 3, 4, 5. If they can kill my Gnarlback Rhino here, we probably lose. Yeah, that's really bad for me. Okay. They still need to put a lot of things in front of it here, but the problem is they're just going to keep finding gas thanks to Keranos. Yeah. Sure. If we'd played Honored Hydra that turn instead of wasn't expecting Keranos. I'm gonna shoot down my Nimbus Naiad now. God, what a broken card. A fight spell also wins it for us because we can have Hornet's Nest fight Keranos. Selesnya Charm's also a great draw, except we can't cast it yet. We can't. We have Pilgrim's Eye. Never mind. Okay. It's quite the clogged board. Jeez. Yeah, like this is just crushing us. It's a good card. Good card. Welcome to Devotion Week, everybody. They're at 10 devotion for that. I just don't think I have attacks. Maybe I played too passively this game. Let's get a bird off the battlefield. And then play a Pilgrim's Eye. Go get a Plains. We've got some goods in the deck still. I mean, if we can hold on. The problem is they can just start lightning bolting my face. We've gotten pretty fortunate that they just haven't lightning bolted us out of the game. Okay. Like that. Can I copy Keranos? That seems bad. Or is it bad? Do I want a Keranos more than I want like infinite Honored Hydras? I probably want infinite Honored Hydras more, to be honest. It's really good for us if they don't have a spell. They don't. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So now we go for Mimic on Hydra. It's gotta be, right? I guess it could just be Keranos. When we reel a non-land card, and it's indestructible? We could just lightning bolt them out? Draw a card and reveal a non-land card. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's our best bet, actually. Tight. It's gonna be close, folks. Gonna be close. And we know they didn't have a spell last turn or they'd have played it. Hornet's Nest MVP. Yep. Let's see who draws more non-lands first. Come on. I wish to keep this one. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. What else you got? Aqueous Form? No! Format All-Star Aqueous Form. I'm going to lose. Unreal. I had to be such a favorite this game. Man. That's a good game of Magic. Format All-Star Aqueous Form. Well, if you made it this far in the video, leave a hashtag Format All-Star Aqueous Form in the chat. So brutal. Main deck even. The opponent knows the meta. Opponent knows the meta. All right. I mean, their deck's good. Keranos worked us over here. That hurts. That hurts. Aqueous Form main deck. Okay, I do think we want our own Aqueous Form. And we want an Unravel the Ether. What are we cutting? Skylasher's also good against them. This is not a terrible matchup for us. I think we cut Illusory Angel, despite it looking okay there. I don't think I can side in 2 Unravel the Ethers. Although it is a savage blowout against Aqueous Form, too. All right, we got to play around Wild Slash, Rimrock Knight. Yeah, they must have it main because they don't have much removal. Wild Slash, Rimrock Knight. Respect, opponent, respect. What do I cut? I like all of our cards. At one turn, I took my foot off the gas before they stuck the god. We'd have been able to just pressure him out if I'd had an Honored Hydra on the board. Oh, well. Whew. Okay. Let's focus up. Let's focus up. Nimosnad's got to stay. Jesse and Thief, I kind of like keeping if we're going to run Aqueous Form. Maybe it's a Skyrider Elf that goes. Maybe it's Gnarlback Rhino that goes, honestly. Nah, maybe it's Kiora's Follower. Let's get a Kiora's Follower out of here. That makes us slightly less explosive, but I think that's okay. Because so much of their stuff blanks so much of my stuff. Ah, maybe that's bad on the play. What if we cut... I don't want to cut anything. We could run 41 like a bunch of scrubs. That seems bad. Let's cut a Skyrider Elf. I don't love that either. Okay. I'm on the play, thank you. All right, got that explosive start. Is our opponent mulliganing again? Although, maybe I feel like I lost karma in the universe. After copying their Keranos, I was so sure we were going to win that game when they were at 2 and we were at 8 or 11 or whatever. And then they top-decked Aqueous Form. Tremoka also would have blown that wide open. Oh, well. I think there were definitely things I could have done differently in the midpoint of that game. Definitely things I could have done differently. They're keeping. Maybe a risky keep? With as much time as it took them to settle in on that decision. And even if we whiff on our third land drop, which hopefully we won't, we've got Cures follower here, unless they wild slash it, that would be brutal. All right, so we've got the turn 3 Gnawback Rhino. Consider. You got it. It's a land heavy hand, potentially. If they're binning that island. Don't wild slash me, friend. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. Also, don't essence scatter me, please. While we're asking for things. And if they don't have essence scatter here, Gnawback Rhino could just win the game with clear shot. Yeah, we Tidebinder that down and play. Well, interesting. Not sure what we do. We could also hold up Jwari Disruption. I kind of just want to clear shot that down and hold up Jwari Disruption, maybe. Yeah. I like holding up Jwari Disruption here. It's a little conservative, but it's high upside, I think. Like this is the Murmuring Mystic turn, and that is a hard card for us to beat with Gnawback Rhino. We're telegraphing it pretty hard here, but what are you gonna do? Sure. And even if we delay them playing it by a turn, that's still excellent for us. So let's go Pilgrim's Eye. Get a Plains. And smash. Bummer if they choose to play around Jwari Disruption here with Murmuring Mystic, but nothing to be done about that. Looks like that might be what's happening. Yeah, it's well played by them. We can disrupt their Consider here. It slows me down so much. Woo. Aqueous Form on Rimrock Knight. I don't even care about that, right? No, we'll just lock it down with Tidebinder Mage. You can have a scry. Yeah. I think I play the Jwari. No. I guess I shouldn't yet. I think they're going to stabilize again. We've got a lot of great draws. They're a ways away from Keranos. I guess they're only 2 pips away from Keranos now, huh? But if they slam Keranos here, they're taking a fair bit of damage. Okay. Our best draws are just our bombs, Progenitor Mimic, Dramoka, that kind of thing. Heart Piercer Manticore. That's annoying, but what are you going to do? Probably killing Gyora's follower? Sure. Don't particularly care. Let's go. How does it feel? Okay. So we just slam that on Gnarlback Rhino, right? New meta. Oh, maybe not. That was my turn. Maybe that's bad. Punished for not playing Jwari Disruption, huh? Do I want another Nessian Asp? Not particularly. I don't think that's how this game's going to be determined. We didn't see them have much of an answer for Gnarlback Rhino Aqueous form in their deck. This is the most I've said the name Aqueous form all format, not close to close. It's a new meta, ladies and gentlemen. The devotion sheet mixing it up. Okay, Gnarlback Rhino Aqueous form is good enough to get there. Game 3 is going to be tougher on the draw. I think we've got it set up the way we want. We didn't really see anything new there. We do know they've got a lack of removal. I like the Aqueous form tech. We've got some bombs. I mean, we're in this for sure. Keranos is a problem. I don't think I can afford to play a second Unravel the Ether, though. Because it's just so bad when it's dead. And we've only seen Aqueous form and the Keranos from them. Plus, they just might not draw Keranos. All right. Let's go. Feeling good about this. Maybe I actually cut a Gnarlback Rhino. I don't know. It's so bad against the Murmuring Mystics. I have 3 of them. I guess it's too late, but... Ooh, love a Skylasher. Wait. Yeah, they're on the play. I'll keep this hand. Tremoka's also nuts against them. They might just not be able to beat that card. Consider... I guess Keranos probably beats it. But we have Unravel the Ether for the Keranos. Their Wild Slash lines up against our Skylasher pretty well, but if not, I like it. Yep. Please no Wild Slash. I like that. X equals 1. Couple of 3/3s coming around. We're going to hold Skylasher back here to play defense, unless I just hope they don't have Wild Slash. We definitely don't want to trade 4 for 2. And if they have Wild Slash, good beats. This is the thing you don't get with best of 1. Like just, oh. Hate this. All right. Might just be dying here in short order before we can even deploy Dragon Lord Jamoka. Wait, no. I can blow him out with Unravel the Ether. Ooh, I mean, not blow him out, but do some stuff. Monastery Swift Spear. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we definitely do that, right? Question is, do I play... I gotta play Skyrider Elf as a 2/2, yeah? Dramoka's gonna win us this game. So let's go Forest, Elf, X equals 0, confirm 0, auto pay, next, no attacks, and turn. Interesting. I think we got to use it here, right? I guess not. We got to use it next turn. Yeah, I just don't need to attack. Dromoka wins so hard for us. They've got a draw that wants to push damage quickly. I wonder if they changed how their deck was set up. It didn't seem this aggressive in game 1. Maybe they just also have this stuff in there because they want to play with the board so they can stick Keranos. Why didn't they do that to the Skylasher? I don't want to give them a scry. Jig is up here. There's no attacks, huh? We haven't seen a gust of wind or anything from them. I think I'm going to start turning the corner here. Like, so far we've seen nothing that deals with Dragon Lord Dromoka. And if they have a gust, we take 5 or whatever, replay it. Yeah, okay. This should be game. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's legendary, though. Dang it. When your cards are too good. I guess just infinite Skylasher is not that great. Guess infinite gear for gear crafters is pretty good. Easy clap, trophy, let's go. All right, you'll love to see it. Hashtag format all-star aqueous form. Okay, hope you enjoyed. I think we drafted a good deck. You just don't get games like that in best of one where like we knew our opponent's deck was removal light, and then we got a side in aqueous form, and they had the aqueous form to kill us, and we sided in the aqueous form in round 2. It's just a lot of cool stuff that happens in best of 3 that doesn't in best of 1. So hope you enjoy this draft video. Hope you are looking forward to crushing the Arena Open as I am, and best of luck in all your future endeavors. If you're not listening to Lords of Limited and you found this YouTube video randomly on the internet, check out our podcast, lordsoflimited.com. My name is Ben Warney, and I do it with Ethan Sachs. And you can find everything related to our podcast at lordsoflimited.com. So hope you all are having a wonderful start to 2025, and I'm going to get back to school here hopefully shortly after the snow melts away. So thanks everybody, and I'll catch you around next time.
Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content.